Welcome back to Crypto Tutorial. On today's video, I would like to discuss Crypto.com, how it's currently performing and how it will be performing during the upcoming days and hours. But before doing so, I would highly appreciate if you could follow me on Twitter. Down below in the description, you will be able to find a link towards my Twitter, and it will be actually highly appreciated. So thank you very much already. Let's take a quick look at Crypto.com. So if we take a look at the 1 hourly time frame, we have been creating this rising wedge. We have seen already multiple touch points down below this ascending resistance. We have right now retesting for the third time, and as well we have seen already 2 touch points on top of this ascending support. So for sure this is absolutely important, and you could actually say it as almost 3 touch points if you place the trend line a little bit more closely. So this is also a possibility, but I would like to stay it like it was. So something like this is also very possible. What I would like to discuss right away are the levels of support underneath us. So if we are going to see a Monday dump on Crypto.com, what I think is actually a stronghold of support is the previous high that we created at $57 range. And we have seen multiple rejections below this level, and therefore I think it will be a stronghold of support. But if we do break down below this range, the $52 range was also a major level of resistance previously, and what I think will be a major stronghold of support for sure, especially because if we take a quick look at the EMA ribbon on the 4 hourly time frame, you can clearly see that it is perfectly aligned with the $52 range, and therefore I think it is very likely that we are actually going to find support on top if we see a further decline in price action. For sure, if we are going to see a breakout outside of this pattern, we are heading towards the $77 direction, what I think is an incredible move towards the upside. And if we take a quick measurement, you can clearly see that this will be a further growth of 20% on Crypto.com, something you do not want to miss out on. So this is absolutely something very important. And what you can see is that if we break above this ascending resistance, we will be breaking outside of a confirmed ascending resistance with multiple touch points, and therefore it is very likely that we are actually going to find support on top of it afterwards if we do see a breakout occur. So this is absolutely likely, but right now I think Crypto.com is a little bit overextended, and the reason why is I would like to show you right away by taking a look at the RSI. If we take a quick look at the RSI, you can clearly see that we are creating a lower high compared to the previous high that we were seeing on the RSI. Therefore, this is a bearish divergence because we are seeing a higher high getting created on the chart. So this is for sure very important to me. We are creating a higher high, lower high on the RSI, and we are actually as well heading above the dotted line on the upper part. This is actually telling us that we might perhaps expect a reversal taking place and as well a decline in price action, heading once more inside of the pattern that we are seeing on the 1 hourly time frame. So this is actually quite important. We could perhaps see a momentum loss and as well a decline taking place on Monday, and therefore I also wanted to show you that the $52 and the $57 range is actually a major stronghold of support that I personally think we will be able to hold strong on top of. Let's take a quick look at the 1 hourly time frame. Well, on the 1 hourly time frame, we are actually quite overextended. We are all the way up towards the 80 range, and the last time this actually occurred was at this point in time on the 15th of November on 2021, and afterwards we did see this major movement towards the downside taking place. Well, if we take a quick small measurement, we can clearly see that it was a downtrend of approximately 28%. Therefore, we could expect something similar occur right now. And what would this perhaps mean? This would mean that we will be heading for sure towards the 0.52 cents and perhaps even further down, heading all the way down towards the 0.618 level at 46 cents, something I think will actually be quite devastating for the overall trend, and something I do not agree with, because I think we will actually still be able to find a stronghold on top of this range and be able to create a higher low on the overall trend. So this is for sure something I think is quite important, that we would like to hold strong on top of the 0.52 cents, otherwise further decline is very likely. Lastly, I would like to take a look at the MACD. On the MACD, you can clearly see that we are experiencing momentum towards the upside. We are clearly seeing major momentum and not any type of momentum loss so far, but we are seeing quite a bearish bias pattern due to the fact that we are creating a lower high on the MACD indicator lines and a higher high on the chart. Therefore, this is a bearish bias pattern, and we could perhaps expect momentum towards the downside just due to this fact. So this is something you would like to monitor very closely right now, and we could see a decline in price action taking place on Monday. This is what I personally think will happen, and you have to stay well tuned to see what's going on. Lastly, on the daily time frame, you can clearly see that the MACD is actually as well quite overextended, and what I do expect here is that we are actually going to proceed with the momentum towards the upside, but that we could perhaps expect a decline on Monday, and therefore as well a decline of momentum and a crossover towards the downside eventually. So these are things you would like to consider, and what is actually the most important thing right now is that we would like to hold strong on top of the $0.52 to see a trend continuation taking place. Otherwise, it will be quite devastating for the trend that we have seen during the past couple of weeks. Major movement towards the upside. I actually think that it also won't be occurring, but what I must admit is that it is likely that we are going to see a minor decline in price action before being able to head further towards the $0.77 direction. So thank you very much for watching. If you do like the content, do not forget to give me a thumbs up, and as well, have a nice day.